Hello. I'm terribly sorry I'm running this late. I honestly thought I was gonna start streaming at like 9 or 10, and I looked down, it's already basically midnight. So I truly have no idea how long this stream is gonna go on for. Hopefully not long at all, because I do need to go to bed. Some might even say I shouldn't have even started streaming, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. Anyway, okay, hang on. You know what? I'm sitting here, my brain is kinda getting fried. I do need to take a shower. Okay, hold up. I have 2 options. I can draw and be stinky, or I can do the right thing and take a shower and then go to bed on time. Mm, I'm gonna be real. I think this might be some character development we might be witnessing live on TV. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What? Oh god, oh my god, it's almost midnight. Yeah, I might just oh wait, hold up. I'm like legitimately like one away from 200 followers. Hold up. Hello. Oh my god. Whoa, that's crazy. But yeah, Idle Wild last night. Excuse me, I can't speak. That's how crazy last night was. I just can't even speak straight. No, I had a wild night last night, but I'm too tired to tell it right now. So I guess I'll wait until tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like a jerk pulling a cliffhanger on y'all, but I think honestly I'm just gonna end the stream right here. This is gonna be the world's shortest like VOD known to man, which is pretty funny. At least in my eyes. Well, I'm still having it up just in case one of you guys walks in and wants to chat with me for like 2 seconds before I leave. I just feel weird like leaving and not like seeing anyone. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being extremely lonely like every other time I always stream. Oh, V. I mean, wait. Did I just say my own name? Jesus Christ. I mean, Hero. Hello. Sorry. You know what happened is I saw your name and then I saw my name, which is bigger, and I read that one first. Okay. Anyway, so basically, not part of the reason I am so late to streaming tonight is just because I so I mean, I'm not leaving right now, I'll just say that. But, so I can't finish the sentence. So I was checking my YouTube channel the other day, okay? And I currently have 12 subscribers, which I believe is the exact number of followers that Jesus had. He might have had 12 or 13, but it was somewhere in that range. So, I mean, I'm basically Jesus right now. It's kind of weird to think about. Because I'm like, I don't even know. Well, okay, I do know 12 people, but and it's really weird because I'm like, wait, these are people that aren't like, watching the stream, which makes sense because YouTube's got a much, much wider audience, and I can absolutely attest to that because 'cause I'm like, I can count on one hand the amount of times I've watched someone on Twitch versus I've watched their clips on YouTube, and so that's what I was doing the whole time instead of me streaming and drawing like I usually do, is I was sitting there trying to edit these, the VODs and then also a little bit of the clips as well, cause and I'm sure that clips will always do better than VODs because 'cause they're long and they're unedited and they're just you have to skip through a crap ton of stuff to get to the good part, like, I fully admit that I don't have the time to edit any of that stuff, so I'm like, if there's a clip, I put it up there. If there's not, I'll just cut out the part where it says "setting up." Um, okay, I'm not drawing, so let me switch over to the chatting. Oh, forgot about that. That was weird. That was from another stream. Don't worry about that, guys. Don't worry about that. Totally fine. Um, God, what was I gonna say? Crap. I don't know. Oh. So yeah, that's what happened. Is I checked my YouTube. You know, 'cause I was like, "Oh, I wonder, like, how they're doing," and that's where I saw it, like, I currently have, like, 12 subscribers, and I've gotten, like, a handful of comments on, like, 1, 2 of my videos, I believe. Um, Thank you for the reminder here, I appreciate that. And so there was one short I did because I'm still starting out, so I'm very much still experimenting. Like I said, like, you'll look at my channel and you'll be like, "Okay, one of these has, like, a thumbnail, the other one doesn't." Um, and I'm just, putting up clips. There's a couple that, like, I didn't edit at all. They're just literally the same ones that would be on Twitch, but they're the better ones because 'cause I'm not putting like, there's a lot out there that I'm like, "This is funny in the moment." Like, on stream, you got clipped, "Oh, you said something funny," and then you, like, look at it afterwards and you're like, "Mm." Nah, it's okay. Like, there's a lot of those, which is totally fine. Um, and so I think it was, like, last week, I sat down, I opened up Premiere Pro, and I figured out how to edit it, where you can have, like, the captions and stuff like that, and what the clip was, it was me and Trash, it was, like, the first collab we had done where it's, Pokemon Stadium. There's this memory mini game with Clefairies where it's basically like Simon Says with, arrow keys, so you were supposed to memorize the exact order of which the arrow keys are pressed in, and that is something I was not good at, and so that was the entire clip was me sucking at it, and I okay, here's one thing I don't understand is I understand that shorts, because they're short form content, you are on average going to get a lot more views, but I was not expecting to get, like I think it's 500 views right now. It might be 400. It was something like no, actually, hold up. I don't know, I can't check right now, but we're gonna you know what? We're gonna lowball it. I think it's, like, 400 views, which is shocking because 'cause I'm like, "Bro, I don't even know 400 people." Like, "What?" So that's where I sat down, and I was like, "Okay, let me go through some of my clips and edit those, and then I can probably, like, I don't know, publish one once a week or something." I'm trying to keep this really, like, what's the word? Low effort, but not, like, in a lazy way. I know, I think it's 400, I can't check right now because my computer's, like, frozen up, but yeah, it's crazy. I was like, "Damn," because what I ended up doing is I ended up adding, like, captions to it. I think what I'll probably oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh my god, no. God, that first stream, I didn't know what I was doing. I was so nervous, and the audio, if you look at the audio from the actual clips, it's horrible. Like, you can't hear trash, you can't hear the music, like, at all. So, half of my time was spent Premiere Pro trying to figure out how to, like, how do I edit the sound? And it's kinda the same thing with the other clips, but they're a lot better, like, right out of the gate. Like, it's like, "Oh, this is a lot more workable." Like, I don't have to do a lot of edits. Really what I ended up I feel like really what I end up doing is just cutting out all the dead space, like the dead air, and then adding captions to it. So, we'll see. I might try another clip where there's no captions just to see if that really affects anything. Cause it's weird because I've had other, um, clips on there. Now granted, it was when I first started. Hi, Pyro. I'm so sorry. It doesn't look like the, what is it called? Crap. Sound alerts thing is working. I don't know. I messed with it later or earlier. God, I'm so tired. Later, earlier, tomato, whatever. Um, now I can check. Although also I did have my volume set kind of low on my computer, so that's very likely. Okay, so now I can check how much it how what's doing good. Okay, I was correct the first time. Currently right now, the most recent shorts the most recent short I uploaded on January 3rd currently has 524 views. Although that doesn't really matter if they don't watch the whole thing. I mean, now to be fair though, they got halfway through. They got halfway through a 25-second clip, so yay? You know what? Looking at that stats, I'm like, I think those views might be a little bit inflated. Uh, but I mean, to be fair, that's also average. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Either way, it's a lot more views than I was ever expecting. So yeah, I'm just trying to yap right now. I will say this: I don't get nervous when I'm drawing, but when I have to talk to you guys for a while, it's difficult to do. You're getting a little stir crazy being locked inside all day. Is that because of the weather? Because we're gonna get some bad storms, I think, here on Thursday or Friday. Like Thursday or Friday, and I can't believe I'm saying this right now, but I don't want to get 6 inches that night. Like I really don't. Like someone was texting me and they're like, "Hey, you're probably gonna get 6 inches," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 I don't want no snow. I don't want no ice." God, I hate ice so much. I don't even ask for it in a drink. Well, usually, I don't know. It depends. Oh my god, a foot of snow and ice on the ground. Oh god. See, it's fine if it's snow because snow's light and airy, but it's when it turns to ice, that's when it gets like not fun. That's where it starts to suck. The winter wonderland turns into a winter like sucker land, sucky land. And it's just like horrible because you can't shovel the snow because it's iced. It's like iced over, you know? So I think what they're saying is it might be snow, but I've also heard people also say that it is a wintry mix. So I think that's like snow and rain that freezes over, which would be absolutely horrible. So I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Best case scenario, guys. It dumps 6 inches on me. Okay, I get my 6 inches worth. and then I don't have to go into work because that would be fantastic. Because God, right now, work is, like, grinding me down. I am, like I can feel myself getting rubbed raw every single day at work because, like, I go home and I'm just done with life. Or I'm, like, at work being like, "Ugh, more work for me." And that's all it is. It's just work upon work upon work. And it's not that we're, like, busy, but it's just because we're still understaffed. Like, it's just me and my bosses. So all the work essentially falls on my shoulder, which is not ideal. It's not something I'd like to do. Um, you'd like to dive into it head first as the big child at heart that I am, but you give yourself a concussion. Yeah, that's fair. See, that's what I don't like about the ice, because you see the snow and you're like, "Oh my god, it's snow," and you think you can, like, do something with it, and then you realize that it's, like, covered with a sheet of ice, and it's horrible, and it's not fun. Ugh. I'm looking at my YouTube thing. Ah, okay, so it says my channel got 720 views in the last 28 days. That is crazy. I do wonder what it would be like for Twitch, but also YouTube is a much, much bigger platform than Twitch. Like I can attest to it myself. I don't really watch a lot of streamers, and if I do, the only way I ever watch them is clips. You want to work, you miss your bar and your family. Aw, that's sweet. I don't wanna work. I wanna go home and, like, lay in bed all day and just not have to worry about anything, man. Hold up, I can view my subscriber count. Whoa. Currently, I'm at 12 subscribers. God, it does crack me up how any sort of, like, social media website is obsessed with graphs. If you go into the analytics, they're like, "Do you want a graph to show your growth?" Sure, I guess. I don't know why I need a graph. Like, what? Okay. Hmm. It's just interesting. Um, there's gotta be a way I can see who's subscribed to me because I know for the longest time it was I believe like 4 of you guys. Like I think you guys were all um viewers. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm looking at the timeline. All of a sudden out of nowhere, I published a bunch of videos because they were all like backlog and I was like, well, I'll schedule them. I will say this going forward, I definitely should have spaced them out a lot more, but that's okay, that's okay. As a person who did that for the year after COVID, it's not appealing. You lose your sense of self-worth real quick without the work. That is definitely true. I can personally attest to that. You really do. Like, and it's so frustrating, like, especially if you've ever been laid off or fired or whatever. You suddenly don't have a job. Everyone you know comes out of the woodwork and they all say the same thing. They're like, "Oh, you're more than just a job, blah, blah, blah. You're not your work." But yet it affects so much of your life. Like, can I not feel bad and feel like my life isn't going well because I suddenly just don't have a job? Like, I think that's a normal feeling to have. Like, yeah, I understand that, having a job is like only one part of your life, but I don't know. I think sometimes they just try to be nice to you and it's like, Yep. And that's the thing, when you suddenly get laid off or let go or what have you, it's devastating. At least it was to me. It was horrible. I suddenly, like, had no drive to do anything. Like, nothing. Like, you think that I mean, obviously, after I get over the whole emotional, like, "Oh my god, I don't have a job anymore," that I'd be like, "Wow, I can draw a lot more." Like, I'd take it i in stride, like, I view it as a positive thing, and I try to spin it like that, but no. I went back into, like, a depression essentially afterwards because it felt like nobody wanted me. Because I would be applying to these places and I just wouldn't hear anything back, and it's so dehumanizing, the whole job application thing. But also just having a job in and of itself also feels dehumanizing. Yeah, exactly, power. You go from you're not your work to you're still looking for work. Here's a link to this job that literally nobody wants because it should pay for painful work. Absolutely. I remember scouring like job websites and I would just apply to random not random jobs, but I would apply to just jobs and you would see some that were just not good. Like, a lot of them were like, "We're looking for 5 different people, but we want 1 single person to do it." Like, they stretch out the roles, or there's a lot where it was just like, I wasn't qualified for it. I still applied to it, but I don't know. What am I trying to say? I am glad I have a job. As much as I sometimes say I get stressed out by it and all that stuff. I mean, I think that's normal for any sort of job. Like, it'll happen, you know? And I know this situation is thankfully temporary. I just wish it was less temporary because right now it's starting to feel semi-permanent, like a Crayola marker. I don't know though. Are Crayola markers not toxic? Hold up, I want to know. Hold up, let me ask the real question. Is there edible markers out there, like edible ink? Hold on, I'm about to look this up. Ah, okay. Yes, there are indeed edible markers, and they are designed for food, specifically for, like, baked goods, so you can, like, write on them. You get to be like, "Happy birthday" on a cookie. That makes a whole lot of sense. Okay. I was thinking it was, like, markers that you could draw and also eat with, but, I mean, that's what this is, so yeah. God, it looks like an actual marker. I'm so tired. Oh my god. Like, if I showed you a photo, you guys would just be like, "That looks like an ordinary marker," and, I mean, it does, so I don't know. Oh, there's an ad break. Ah, bummer. I'll wait for you guys. Actually, no, wait. Take yours. I'm not literally, your first job, you held it for 2 weeks before quitting. You were hired as a maintenance hand for a feed store to fix the equipment, but ended up as a damn loader. Oh, that's awful. So you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the guy that fixes the equipment. I'm gonna be Mr. Fix It," and then they just from what it sounds like you just were in charge of unloading and loading the truck, right? Like, for shipments and stuff? Ugh. Oh, also, so one side of my desk suddenly got squeaky. It comes and goes every now and then, and I might need to fix it later. It's it's frustrating because I lean on this side of the desk so often 'cause that's where my laptop is. So every single time I, like even if I, like, put my hand on it and I press it with some amount of force, it'll, like, start squeaking. Because it's metal on metal. It's rubbing up against each other, I guess. I don't know. Like it's some sort of nightclub. And the two metal bars are just grinding on each other. Whatever that means. I don't know. Yeah, so now here's the edible markers. Let me see if I can pull it up. Sorry, that was a bit of a jump scare. It had every now and then items will be too far off the screen. It's very frustrating. There we go. Okay, so this is what the edible markers look like. I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, it literally is edible markers. So, yeah, I guess that works. Oh, it was a little bit more than that. Okay. Drac. Okay, Drac of all trades. Blah, blah, blah. You were loading trucks. I didn't know you guys made feed. I thought it was like pre-made. Huh. I had no idea. I never thought of it. I never thought about that. Oh my god, wow. You were shoveling wet, moldy corn and grain? Oh god. Oh god. I can't imagine the stench. Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, I'm glad you didn't, what is it? You didn't put up with it for too long, like, you left after a couple weeks, so I've had some jobs where all I want to do is just to leave, and I'm like, "No, I can't because I don't have another job lined up." Because I know what it's like to not have a job for so long. It really messes with your head. Like, you really honestly, you end up internalizing all of the, like, rejections that you get because, like, you're just in a sea you are just surrounded by people saying, "No, you're not good enough. Oh, no, you don't have the experience that we're looking for," or just they won't even tell you, like, at all. And it's just, "Oh, we went with somebody else." And you're like, "Oh, is there anything I could do differently next time?" And you try to be positive, but it's honestly, it is one of the hardest things to do at that time is to think positively because you're just in a sea of rejection. It's horrible. Oh, silos out back. Ooh, that's 10, 50 feet off. Ooh, 50 feet. Wow, that's a big silo. Damn. Wow. What? You know what? Maybe they're looking for someone who's 12 and it was like child labor. I don't know. And they're like, the tiny hands allow them to reach into the gears and fix the machinery better than those adult human hands. And as a bonus, we can underpay them. God, oh man, I remember one time I walked into an interview. Okay. The lady's standing there. I'm like, "Hi, I'm here for my interview." They're like, "Okay." And so then they start reading off of my resume. And the very first line was something, "Oh, I worked at like fast food, like a fast food restaurant." Which I didn't, and I had to stop the lady. I'm like, "That is not my resume. I don't know whose resume that is, but that's not my resume." And I essentially just had to do the interview without her having my resume in hand. And I was like, "Wow." I'm sure I'm not the one that this has happened to before, but you think you'd know the person that's coming in because it's not like my name is not on the resume. It's on the resume. You should know who I am. It was because they wanted to pay someone less for the same job. Got it. So, a high schooler that doesn't have their brain fully developed, that doesn't know their self-worth yet. Yep, I understand that completely. Yeah, I've worked at a couple jobs like that. Uh, it's difficult. So difficult. Okay, now I'm just looking at edible markers. Oh, they wanted someone to replace an intern. Oh god. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I've never had, like, an internship or anything like that. They were always really difficult to get, and I was never successful. Oh, that's adorable. I'm looking up cookies that use edible markers because 'cause I'm interested. I'm like, how did these work? Are they just how do people decorate with them is what I'm trying to say. I found a nice little image. Look, someone made, like, milk and cookies with a little, like, letter from Santa. Adorable. I It does crack me up that they have a sugar cookie chocolate chip cookie. That's really fun. I don't think I've ever seen that before, honestly. A fake chocolate chip cookie. You think it'd just be making I mean, I guess you already have the dough, so it makes sense. But that is kind of funny. I've never seen anyone use these before, and I'm sure that they do. I've just never seen it before. Because anytime I see, like, those, what is it called? Those, like, satisfying ASMR cookie icing videos, it's always real icing. I've never once seen any of them pull out a marker, and I'm always like, "God, that must take them so long to finish one single cookie," and then they have to do, like, 23 more, and one of them is satisfying, but I think on probably the 10th one, I would not want to do it anymore. Really? You prefer not having a resume? Oh, wait, hold up. I'm misreading that. I'm terribly God, I'm so tired. Prefer not having a Ah, okay, I see. So they get so, like, what is it? Like, laser focused on the fact that you've done a ton of things all in one place for, like, 12 years. That's fair. I could see how that would dominate the conversation. That is totally fair. God, well, now I wanna make cookies. I don't even like cookies. I need to bake more. I don't think I baked yet last week. Yeah, actually, I did. Huh, I never did. What? All in one place? Well, you're only 25. Oh my god. Whoa, that's crazy. Man, I would kill to be at a job that cares about me and that there's, like, room for growth. Cause that's, like, the dream for me, is I just wanna, like, have a job where I'm not stuck in one place forever, basically. Like, there's an actual ladder to climb, essentially. Not that I would be like, "Oh, I wanna be a senior director of such and such," or what have you, but at least the potential opportunity would be a little bit more hopeful. It would make me a little bit more hopeful about my life, I guess. 'Cause I'd be like, "Oh, there is room for a promotion." Whereas, honestly, all the jobs that I've worked at, there's really not, and that's okay. Ugh, I'm sleepy. God, okay, I thought I was gonna take a shower. Nah, I'm not gonna take a shower. I'm gonna take one in the morning, like, first thing in the morning. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take off all my clothes. I'm gonna get out my can of Axe body spray. I'm just gonna gotta fumigate that entire bathroom. I'm gonna walk through the cloud of I gotta look up a scent. What's the Axe body spray scent? God, the packaging looks so extra. I can't. One of them is literally called Dark Temptation. Oh my god. One of them is called Phoenix. I can't. These names are so bad. Yeah, so anyway, so I'm gonna spray some Phoenix in that in my bathroom. I'm gonna walk through the cloud. I'm gonna open up the door. There's gonna be this cloud of what you assume would be steam from the hot shower I just took, but no, it's just all Axe body spray. I go through probably a can like once every like 2 weeks. Yeah, pretty pretty good. Don't need no shower. I got my Axe body spray, guys. Mhm. What? Okay, I've never once looked at Axe body spray. What scents do they have? Okay, so there's black, black knight, collision, dark temptation, gold, and I think musk. But then they also have other scents called essence. Ooh, essence. Ooh, essence of what? You can't just say essence. I don't know. Wow. Okay, you know what? No, hold up, guys. I found an even better scent than essence or musk, if you can believe that. They literally have a scent. I'm not even joking. Called it's called anarchy. Ooh, ooh, imagine imagine being a scent scientist, a guy in a lab coat, hunched over, I don't know, beakers and then like a microscope, maybe. I don't know. And you're trying to distill the scent of anarchy. I truly don't know. I mean, I will say this, they definitely know their target demographic, which is 13-year-olds who think that they're cool even though they're not. Cause yeah, like, honestly, these scribbles absolutely feel like they belong in a 13-and-a-half-year-old notebook. So I don't know, man. I mean, listen, maybe I'm missing out. Maybe Axe body spray is actually good. We just make fun of it. You know, it'd be like one of those things where it's like, "Wow, can you believe we hated on this and now it's, like, accepted and it's normalized and people love it?" Who's to say? Who is to say? I don't know. Oh, it's shit? Okay. I figured it was probably shit, but you never know. I don't know. I've never used it. I mean, I have, but, I mean, I haven't. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, fuck. There's an article from Vox simply titled "Axe Body Spray Pungent Influence on Modern Men." And it is the editorial image that they chose is very funny. Here we go. This is the image. Oh boy, that's pretty funny. I love all of the concerned people's faces that we just see in the background, being like, "Oh God, we're gonna die." I mean, this guy, he's already a goner. I mean, he looks like he's dying, and everyone else is about to be him. Like, it's foreshadowing, visual foreshadowing. Crazy. Wild. Great piece of art. Ah, so it's a family business. Got it. Okay. Huh. Okay. So is it like too artificial and like too strong? Like, how do I describe it? It's like the difference between like a high quality candle versus like a cheap one where it's just not good. Hold up, wait. What if I did a collab with Axe body spray? Imagine my face on an Axe body spray can. Wow. Although I would first have to get a lot more gamers to watch me. But I can figure that out. I got this. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make like a God, what do they call it? A mind map? A bubble map of all the potential merch ideas that I could do and all the potential collabs I could do. And then I would just somehow have to build an audience, and then I could get that ball rolling. That's easier said than done because I don't have an audience, at least not yet. I don't know, man. I mean, listen, what am I saying? I currently got 12 subscribers on YouTube. I'm basically internet famous at this point. Like, what am I saying? I need to build myself up. I don't build myself up. In fact, I knock myself down. You could say I'm Blockbuster in that regard. I just bust all the time. I'm just constantly breaking down and being forgotten. Well, new technology and new companies overshadow me, and then people forget about me. You know what? Yeah, I really am like Blockbuster. We like kind of remember it, but not really. I don't know. I remember Blockbuster. That was fun. I wish it stayed around longer so I could have more fond memories of it. But oh well, times have changed. I wish they didn't. Ah, Power, you are such the Axe body spray expert. An expert, if you will. I'm so funny. I'm so funny. Um, okay, so it looks like it's not just one thing, it's multiple things. Okay. Okay, so it is unnatural smelling. That makes sense. Oh, so okay, so it's not okay. It sounds like people do overuse it, but the body spray itself already is so potent. And then you have combined with the intelligence of a average 13-year-old, now I can understand why it basically turns itself into a weapon of war. A God, what are they called? Yeah, a chemical weapon. A biochemical weapon that has been dispensed in locker rooms for decades to come. Actually, hold up. I want to see how old is Axe, like the company itself. Because it's always marketed towards young, hip people, but it's like, how long has it really been around for? Okay, so it looks like they got their start in 1983. Huh, interesting. Did not know that. And it looks like it was originally launched potentially in France? At least that's what it's showing. But I don't know. I doubt that. But I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. I don't really think about where countries originated from in the deodorant aisle, or excuse me, where the companies originated from in deodorant. So I don't know. Really? Oh, that's awful. Every single product that they make smells like the exact same. Ugh, that's not good. So wait, okay. So Axe is body spray, not deodorant. Is that correct? Because I see the words Axe, body spray, and then I see the words deodorant. So was it deodorant that you spray on your body? Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Ah, spray on deodorant. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Spray on odorant. That's pretty good. I'm looking at memes right now for Axe body spray. Oh god. Okay. Well, I'm tired. I'm about to pass out. So I'm gonna go now before I do that. 'Cause yeah. Oh yeah, last stream, my computer died and then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stream right after." Like my computer restarts and all that stuff and I fell asleep. So I technically didn't fall asleep on stream. So that counts. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold up. We're getting some more intel. You would rather spray yourself with Febreze. That is true. I will admit Febreze does smell nice. Like some of their scents actually smell pleasant. I can see how it would be horrible if it's already an awful scent and then combined with people that don't know how to use it. I can see where the memes come from, where the overall general negative perception of Axe body spray comes from. Fascinating. I'm learning so much right now. Okay, well, I'm gonna go pass out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I should be back streaming regularly tomorrow, but we'll see. Oh, one more. Oh, okay, okay. This better be good, Pyro. This better be good. I could be getting some quality A sleep right now. I mean, not that I would anyway, but whatever. I just wish I could go to sleep faster. That's my issue. It's so frustrating. Sorry, I'm cracking up. I'm looking at my VTuber, my PNG tuber models that just mindlessly blinks. Blink. Oh, it's the male equivalent of a woman spraying a mist perfume in front of them. I know exactly. God help me. No, every now and then you'll run across a lady that just used a little bit too much perfume. And the worst times are when you have to get close to this lady that has used too much perfume and you can taste it in your mouth. It is horrible. It's this like bitter, disgusting taste, and the smell is so overpowering. It's no longer pleasant. Like, even if it was a pleasant scent, it's so overkill that it hurts. It's ugh, ugh. I know exactly what you're talking about. Now that you mention it, yeah, this makes God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you guys had to go through that. Ugh, God. Okay. Yep. Now I know the pain. That is a boys locker room or high school boys locker room. Yep, that's true. That is true. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow and hopefully a lot sooner than this because this is incredibly late for me. But we'll see. Okay. Night Pyro, night Hero, and good night everyone else who's watching. Bye.